Hi, welcome to Teach Style, and today we're going to be looking at the silent teacher. This is part of our quick tips series, which are very short videos on just things you can do in your teaching tomorrow or next week or whenever. So what is silent teacher? Now, this is a creation of my own. I'm sure other people have done it. However, I hadn't heard anyone have done this before me, but I'm positive that someone else has done it. This is just where you go into the classroom and as a teacher, you don't talk at all. You stay completely silent. And everything you do in the lesson is you have to prepare quite a lot for it, and I did for when I first did it, and in fact subsequent times as well. You need quite physical resources, which you can have in every subject, because the subject I did it with was very theoretical subject. I managed to get all the items needed to make it not theoretical and more tangible. So there's so many questions when I discuss this with colleagues. There's so many questions they ask me, like and fears they have of doing it themselves, like, oh, the kids must have went a riot and blah blah blah. No, they don't. Every class I've done this with, and it's been quite a few since, and it's been different schools, every single class react the same way. They are so well behaved, no matter what the class is. Now, I have had with one of the classes a lot of people going, oh, has he lost his voice? And started to discuss amongst themselves, but very, very easy to settle down because, you use every single bit of non-verbal cues that you have. So, the looking and the gesturing and the, come with me, etc. So what I did was I got two students up to the front, and we did kind of a tangible way of explaining the topic, and it was hilarious because I deliberately made it a task that wasn't necessarily easy for me to instruct because the kids found it hilarious, or the students found it hilarious. These two, and they were lovely, and I picked people who are willing to kind of work with me on it. And it was just hilarious. But the students were all looking, everyone was engaged, there wasn't anyone chatting about anything else, they were all focused at the front. And I just carried on the lesson, and I wrote up on the board all the stuff that they needed to know, and I got them to get on with it. Now, one of the other concerns I had was, how do you help a student that actually just needs your help on something, a one-on-one kind of thing? So I couldn't prepare for it. I just brought an individual whiteboard and a pen, and I could just show the student how to do the question, or show the student the elements of it, or point to where they had it and then just correct it on my whiteboard. It was dead easy, and it is incredibly easy to do, and it's quite liberating. I haven't heard anyone else do it yet, and I would love as many of you to try this as possible because it is amazing. Now, people may say to me, oh yeah, but that was just a class you got to know. I did this for an interview at one of my jobs, and it was quite a kind of a high level job, and I didn't say a thing. Now, the person observing me was the main person for this chain of schools, which made me a bit nervous. We hadn't met, and she only knew briefly on the CV about me. And right at the end of the lesson, I think I had a half an hour chunk, and it was 25 minutes into the lesson, and they were starting to pack up and they'd all settled down. And I said, thank you very much, everyone. And all of them jumped, including the lady who was observing me for this job. The lesson worked absolutely fantastically, and my name was everywhere around the school, which obviously I got the job, and people still sort of said to me afterwards about it. But it's a fantastic method. I don't think it should be all the time, but maybe it's something that you try with a group that you trust, and then maybe if it works, try it with a group you're struggling with and see what happens. Now, obviously there are, I am me, and I'm, probably like most of you, outwardly confident but inwardly nervous as heck, even now, after years and years of teaching. There might be a class that I come across that it doesn't work with, but I just thought I'd share that with you. And even if you try it for the first 10 minutes of a lesson and then just prepare for it, abandoning it, but see if it works. And I think if you do the first 10 minutes, you'll realise actually it's a really, really good way of getting their attention for maybe a topic that you really need their focus for. Anyway, if you have any comments on that, or if you try it, please get back to me in the comments below. I'm really interested to see if anyone else tries this. If you found this video useful and you enjoyed the thought of staying silent in front of your class, please click like, and if you want to see more quick tips from us, please click subscribe. Thank you very much. Oh, before you go, you can subscribe to us here, and this is our previous video, and this is another video from us. We release videos every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much.